So for the last year or so, Ned and I have been beating the drum about how important it is to be fostering a sense of control and a sense of autonomy in kids. And it usually makes sense to parents, although there's always some reservation that some people have. And one of them that is that if my kid's not working very hard, he's not pushing himself and really maximizing his potential, and other kids are, isn't he going to fall behind and stay behind? And so I just wanted to share some ideas about that.
Well, a couple of thoughts. One, I think it's a mistake to think that growth is linear. And you can see this in the physical growth of your kids where it seem to be static, and then jump up 3 inches over the course of a summer. And the same thing happens with brain development and skill development, that the kid who is sort of middling, in 2nd grade or 6th grade soccer, all of a sudden becomes kind of wow, where did that come from, a couple or 3 years later. And so it's a real concern that we push our kids at such a young level that we say, if you're not great now, you'll never be great later. One, that's not true, and two, it's a really dispiriting message to give to kids that gosh, I might as well just give up now because I'm not at the top. Whereas we want you to be sticking with sports. We want you to work hard at developing as a reader or as a writer, because these are skills that you're going to develop over time. And I have great confidence that if you dig into this and really work hard at it, that you're going to get better, just like learning an instrument.
And the idea that it's not linear, I mean, it just seems to me that most kids could take a year off from school at virtually any age, and then the next year it would take them 3 months to learn what it would have taken them a full year to learn, because they have a more mature brain. And so my sense is that kids like to be challenged. And it's not like we want to say, oh, don't stress the poor babies and don't challenge them. We want them to be challenged. They want to be challenged. How do you know where your potential is if you aren't pushed a bit? It's just that being chronically stressed and pressured is not good for anybody. And it's simply unnecessary for kids to be going pedal to the metal in order to develop themselves, because the rest part is as important as the stimulation and activity part. Because if you don't have time to rest, you don't have time to reflect, you don't have time to kind of think about yourself, your life, or goof off a bit, you don't integrate. Your brain doesn't integrate your experience very well.